in addition to couples therapy for part 2, you guys, I was trying to, first of all, let me welcome you all to the T-Love Social Media, The Queen Show. Welcome back. Yes, sir. Let's get it poppin'. Alright, so family, this will be part 2 of couples therapy. As I left off to do part 1, if you didn't catch the earlier show and previous show, make sure you go to the previously recorded shows. Make sure you go and check out some of the stuff that I have. Most of my shows, I deleted some of them off my YouTube channel. My Spreaker. But starting next month, I am going to be going fully complete Spreaker. That means shows will be longer. There won't be any disturbance with noise in the background. I'm going to try to do these shows normally earlier so you can get a full thing of these shows, which means there will be no distractions. So couples therapy. I left off telling you guys why you shouldn't go to therapy. Therapy is good, realistically to me, is when you having a situation. Maybe there's one side of family and that side of family not getting along. And I'm talking about relationships wise. And you already got married and you're trying to cope with that. Now, if you didn't listen to the other show, I was talking about how therapy doesn't help couples. I mean, it's okay to go out and seek for therapy help, especially when you're in a relationship and you want to make sure that the relationship and the marriage is going to last. Well, in the Black community, African American community, I think that could be very good, but I believe that us Black people, all kinds of people can, not even Black, can work it out when it comes to a relationship. Some of the times, majority of the times, you don't have to go to a therapist, a couple therapy, or a couples boot camp to see what's wrong. Couples therapy would be the last resort. Because if you can't sit back with your mate and you can't sit back with that individual and say, look, let's just talk it out. Let's work it out. Let's work between matters. Let's do our own thing. Let's make sure we have it in the bag. Let's come to some common ground. Let's work through this before we can even go to a couple therapy. Therapy to me is when you need help. Conventional therapy is not going to help a marriage. It's not going to help a relationship. And I don't even know why therapists is getting paid. Now, if it's a therapist that you need for, mental illness, depression, you can definitely need therapy. And a lot of people out here going to say, oh, you talking just to hear yourself talk, or you're trying to say a couple don't need therapy. They don't need anybody to help them. Let me say, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say, because everybody need a little bit of help, even me. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, why walk your ass into that therapy session and next week or week after next, or maybe even 6 months, the same shit is still happening? You cheated on him. He cheated on you. And you're trying to figure out ways of both of y'all coping with that. You see what I'm saying? He cheated on you and you cheated on him. The relationship is already unhealthy. The relationship is already unhealthy. He cheated on you. You cheated on him. And you both don't have you both are still in a relationship and it's nothing but mess. The side chicks are calling your phone. The infidelity is just taking more and more to a turn. You two are arguing about who should get the kids, who should be, should y'all. I mean, what the fuck on God's green earth, man? Why y'all constantly keep arguing? Won't y'all just, won't y'all just file for a divorce or separate? But here's my thing. A lot of couples do couples therapy because they try to hold on to a marriage or a relationship. If you two adults can't handle adult situations and acting like two kids, then you don't need to be in a relationship no more. You don't need to be married no more. And just go your way, you go their way. But some, couples do that in order to stay, in the marriage or the relationship for the kids, for the sake of the children. But here's the thing. The children see that shit. You feel me? The children see that shit. And not only that the children see that, you dragging your babies in the middle of that. Because children know the change in their adults. Children knows the change in adults. They know when the father is not home. They know when the mother and the dad is downstairs or upstairs arguing. They know when one of the parents have stepped out. They can even hear that shit on their walls. They can even put pillows to their face because they hear you guys arguing all day. Marriage today is not as good as it used to be back in the day. Now, if there's a couple that's married 30 years ago, 40 years ago, maybe even 50 or 60 years ago, they're still holding on strong because most of the times they didn't even do therapy. So when a lot of you people say, well, I'm going to just go to therapy, maybe we can see what the root of the problem is. The root of the problem is your marriage and your relationship is falling apart because it's not ordained. You can't be trying to get up and say, I'm going to marry him and I can change him. Or I married her because I could change her. But 5 years from now, you walking up in couples therapy and you're looking at that woman or you're looking at that man and you think, damn, why did I get married? See, what you fail to realize, therapy it's a good thing, but it's not too much of a good thing. When it's leading to a mess and you done already walked into, say for you walked in that therapy session weeks ago and you both are trying to work on your relationship. It ain't even got to be about cheating. Y'all two could just have disagreements because that's what couples do. The finances need to be a little better. The children are all over the place and y'all marriage is kind of falling apart. Y'all trying to work things out. What the fuck are you going to therapy for? I mean, it can do some justice for some people. But some people, it don't do no type of justice for nobody. It won't. And clearly, here's my thing. If you got minor problems in your family, shit, hell, some of your family members who see that you've been going through a tough time can say, okay, well, I think you two should just go ahead and divorce or y'all should just separate, but don't do it to the kids. You ask me this. Why every time when you go to a therapy session, Why don't they tell you the correct things about your relationship? Okay, you go inside their session and you talk, and then the same shit seems to happen with a different outcome. Why is that? You already one step foot out the goddamn door. Can I get an amen on that one? Excuse me. But you already one step foot out the door in that relationship. She's already one step foot out the door. You keep calling Becky, your therapist. She ain't doing nothing but make matters worse. It's not like she's helping you cope with, being depressed, lonely, this, that. Even if you went to counseling, and it's still not right. See, I'm spiritual, but I'm a spiritual advisor. I'm not a teacher, or I'm not even, I am not even, I'm not a doctor. But I know enough to know that going to these therapy sessions is nothing but bullshit. It doesn't do nothing but break you down even fucking more. If you two sit on the side of the bed and you talk it out and say, look, where are we going in this relationship? Because you don't even speak to me when you come home. When you walk home, man, you fighting. I done cheated on you. You cheated on me. We did some degrading things to each other. We disrespected each other in foul ways. When are we going to say, we just need to go to therapy because we're trying to hold on for the kids? You don't need therapy. I think therapy is the last resort. And I think people need to stop saying, I need therapy. You don't need therapy if you're spiritually aligned. You don't need therapy. What you need is to sit down and talk to your mate or talk to your soon-to-be ex and say, look, what are we going to do? Especially if you have kids. Say, what are we going to do in this situation? Because at the end of the day, it's about the kids. Even if you don't have kids, you need to figure out what is the next step. Is y'all going to be together or is y'all going to break up? And I'm no therapist at all. I'm just a YouTube speaker. I'm on speaker and I know of these things. And I'm sure I'm politically correct. Even when you're going to a counselor, they can counsel, but it's only able to the end. It's up to, you know what? Because I'm trying to go so fast. It's the individual. If you're ready to say, I had enough in this relationship and I'm done. And I'm saying y'all can work it out. But if you have to go to couples therapy, that should be your final resort. Because walking into that situation and nothing seems to be getting better, the relationship is over. You don't do nothing but get those therapists paid. And they hear your stories. And then next thing you know, the same thing I'm telling you. The same thing I'm telling you, man. And I'm telling some true shit. Because it's not gonna it won't make a difference in that if you go and you're paying them so they can speak. And if your marriage still fall apart, same thing, saying. But make sure you guys check out my channel. I'd like to thank you guys. Hope this made sense. Oh, the email should be done for you guys tomorrow. I love you guys. Make sure you keep the Lord first. That's important. And if you want to see the part 1 of this show, go back and look at it again. 1.